What up, everybody? How's it going? Let me know. Hey, better. Hey, better. Shawing. Honey Chuck, what's happening? Brian Chambers, Mike Bird. Let's get it with it dialed in. What is going on? Let me know. We got to talk about the sprint car today. Getting on you? My gosh. Yeah, sprint car. Bro, I'm going to pull up a clip for it now because I'm having it. There's some stuff I'm like, yeah. And there's other stuff I'm like, I'm having it. Let's put it on. Let's go ahead. What do we wait? What are we even thinking about? Let me find it. We're just going to go to the product video, I think. You got a Tacoma 3D printed. That's cool. Sunburn. Man, I managed to, when I went to Florida, I managed to get some sun, but not a sunburn. Oh, Brian. This thing is sick. It's on the old, somewhat pre-existing you'll see. The Losi 22S. It used to be available as a two-wheel drive, like short course truck. The clipless body design gives you like easy access to the whole thing. 3 different liveries. And there's also the graphics diagram for printing your own liveries that's on the Losi site. And you can easily race this with or without the wing, with just a little bit of mods. I'm sure they'll show that to us too. And it's already preset with that left bias. You know what I mean? It's already dialed with the camber and the positive and negative. This thing is going to be, I really have high predictions for it. And with the ever rising popularity in oval racing of all kinds, I think with an RTR ready to go opens it wide open for all kinds. And the thing is too, just like the ready to run like Truggy and Buggy, I think if you want to upgrade to like race kit aluminum and higher end parts, I think it's a drop-in fit. The red one comes with a 4002S, but the battery tray will fit 5000s as well. And you can run shorty packs in there also. They've thought of everything legit. Yeah. Let's just watch it again. Hold on. I'm going to watch it again. Yeah, it's a really good price. And the red one is the one that comes with the battery and the like USB charger or whatever. Comes with a 215 receiver. I think you have the option for like the smooth, like what I always call moon caps, or not. Links in the Discro to Horizon, by the way. Jerry, what up? And until you've done it, you just don't know how much fun it is. And once you get those turns figured out, I like this kind of loose dirt they're doing outside here. Almost better than like a high grip, high bite track. Come on. Super cool. They look good like this too, without the wing. It's 10 scale. They put this video, it's on everything. They've got it everywhere. Tons of adjustability too. Like all the links are adjustable links. You know what I mean? Camber and toe. All that stuff is adjustable. Yeah, 10 scale. This video is really good. There's a handful of good videos on this right now as well out. Yeah, I'm into it. I am. I want you guys to see the inside of it. And it's basically buggy tires. So you can rock it with these scale Hoosiers, or you can easily throw your buggy tires on there and be going at it. It looks so cool, dude. Runtime on a 4000? Oh man. I mean, most heats that you would race in aren't going to be more than 5 minutes. I'm sure it's at least going that long. Whole shots in blue groove. Yeah, there's so many good tire choices out there depending on what kind of material you're running on. Yeah, dudes. I'm into it, man. I'm into it. Let's look at I want to see the pictures on the site. Awesome. Let me get this sized up. So I can see the comments and do the pictures. There we go. Everything's a funny size. There we go. Cool. Mean. 1/10 scale. You can see that chassis offset with the weight bias on the inside of the turn. Easy to get off and on to get access to it. Pretty cool. Comes with different numbers. It does look good without the wing also. Yeah. And it's set up. You know, there's a lot you can tune it, but it is also so very, very good out of the box. I watched like half RC Driver's video. Yeah. Pretty cool. No, that's going to be two-wheel drive. That's going to be two-wheel drive. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Especially with the smaller tires on the front. Yeah, it's got to be two-wheel drive. Most of them are going to be anybody that's racing oval already. More than likely, that's I'd be super surprised if it was. Yeah, two-wheel drive. It makes sense. Looks good. Looks good. And I'll be glad to have it. My oval car is that big late model thing, and it's fun. But I've watched the sprint cars race, and it's is neat. There's a little more finesse to them, and definitely purpose built. And without going and building a kit and going through it all, what a good start that will be. Does it have staggered rear tires? I don't think it's that exaggerated. It may be a little bit, not like some I've seen that really have. It looks to be set up offset, but I don't think staggered like I've seen where they really got a huge difference. But there's definitely the bias built in. And even with the setup, with the camber and all. But yeah, I would assume the tires are the same size. On the backs. Just not the backs and the fronts. Pretty cool. I think it looked neat just sitting here too, you know? But yeah, my ready to run truggy, I didn't race a lot this winter, hardly any. But I probably will this summer, like I did last year. And if I didn't already have a Typhon, I would get the ready to run Losi buggy because it's dialed in out of the box. Like my ready to run Losi truggy's dialed in out of the box. The buggy is too. I'm going to use the power system for a buggy to fix my Typhon up. So it's already appropriately spec'd for 4S operations. Yeah, high bike clay'd be fun. I do like the loose dirt a little bit too. And there's where I race off-road outside, there's a really nice oval track as well. These things will be zipping on there. Yeah. That'll be fun. That will be fun. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. What are you guys going to do? Next week, Tuesday, our buddy Urban Legend RC is having me on the show. So, man, one of you guys drop a link to his channel in here, will you? I'll be there next Tuesday. I don't know if I just on the panel or what the plan is exactly, but whatever's fine with me. But yeah, come check us out over there. I'm gonna do the show with them next week. Fly more and build more planes. Yes, not on Thursday though. I started this Thursday show so I didn't have to feel bad about talking about trucks so much. Thanks, Wild Bill. Mike, thanks. Get a couple. That sounds easy. I'm going to be happy to get one. I hopped in for the first time in forever. I hopped in Real Flight. I had to do a lot of messing around to get it going, but I hopped in the Real Flight Monday night at Wild Bill's, and that was a good time. I might have gone inverted through the gazebo a couple times or whatever. That was fun. That was fun. I'm so glad the weather's starting to get nice. It's staying lighter out now, longer. Of course, we had a little bump in that, with the change of time, yeah, I was there for a while, I think, before you noticed I had been there, but I was there. Hey, airplane dudes, next time, here's what I think is going to be wicked. And I've done it before. And it depends who has the camera on who or whatever. But if you're in formation, it won't matter. I was trying to form up on a couple of you guys. You were just flying like crazy. It was impossible. Let's form up. Formation. Because if he's following a guy on chase and everybody's in front of him, that's going to look killer. That's going to look killer. So grab a warbird or something and let's try to form up. And I don't know, maybe we got to talk in the chat a little bit during Bill's show, like let's, like mention it. And then if Bill notices, he can call it out and he can pick the pilot and just fly some easy circuits so we can form up on each other. Yeah, it looks cool. I've done it in real flight before. It's actually been kind of fun. So we ought to do that for a minute one time. Bill, think about that. Warbird form up time or something. I don't know, man. I think it. Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah, it'd be neat. It'll be neat. And we can trade pilots off. Whatever pilot's in the back is the one to put it on so you can see the most planes. If it's on the leader, fat lot of good, right? Three, 5. Oh man, you'll be up there flying a ping pong, a pong pixel. I need to update mine to evolution. I'm on 9.5 on my deal, but I was just so happy to finally get it going. I've been trying to hop on the last couple weeks and I was close, but I wasn't there and I had to reinstall and update the machine. It's a different, this is a Mac. So I got 3 laptops. So it's one I don't use a lot. The new flat foam biplane. Yeah, that looks cool too. I've been thinking about getting an erratics again just to have something to fly like that. And so that new thing might be a better choice because it's a little more relevant as far as video goes. Being a biplane too, it ought to be even easier to do some of the maneuvers, even slower. Tim, awesome. T28. Sweet. Yeah. Yeah, man. I think that'll be cool. Yeah, normally I wouldn't go for something like that, but I like the idea of being able to do it right here at the house. And I think that one even better than the erratics being a biplane. You know what I mean? So there, back in the day, I would have had one of those already, but maybe I'll get one. Maybe I'll get one. I got a handful I got to get done though first. Next Sunday, now that the radio's charged up, I may play with the nose wheel AS3X Plus stuff. I've got the Sportix built and the 64 millimeter Viper. Just haven't done the radio work is all. Sweet. You guys saw the video on the big travel all with the fresh paint and Kirk and Kelly's 1955 Chevys, I'm sure. How cool was that? I should pull that up. That one black and white section is kind of funny to me. I had a little bit of fun with that edit. I was talking to a buddy yesterday about when I go out with those dudes, I don't necessarily plan on filming, but I feel like what we're doing is so stinking cool. I would be remiss if I didn't. And I have gone out and not filmed it before and always wished I did. So it's hilarious. We and they film too, right? So we found that open spot with the big hill climb, and you see a bunch of 50-year-old dudes running back and forth, full speed, second gear with a phone sticking out their hand on a selfie stick, running next to their truck, getting those wheeler shots. Super fun. Super fun. Check those guys out too. It's YB Normal on is what Kelly and Kurt call that group. I don't think there's a page for it on Facebook. There might be. We're a little bit low key because I'm not sure we want a crowd when we go somewhere. It's been working out pretty good the way it is. Do I keep track of my miles? No. But it would be interesting to know that. Even on with a step counter on your, I don't wear a watch. I don't think my chemistry allows it. Anytime I've tried to wear a watch, it either just physically broke or just quit working. I'm too electric, man. No, I've heard about those lights. I just keep using the axial lights because they just they come with a ton of Ys. There's a lot of Y connectors usually already in the vehicle, and it's just been working for me. Yeah, like a driver in a truck, man. The cowboy guy from the Wrangler is working out pretty good. In that thing. The toughest trick's going to be getting a window cut for that. I just got to make a template first. I actually probably have the file, and I'll just print one out and then make a template. You let that be the tracer for it. It's interesting. I have the back windows cut, but not the front. Clover lights. What's Clover? Yeah. Yeah, there's apps that'll track you. I'm on tech all week, all day. I'm like so good not being on it sometimes. Three LED pod light. I don't do light bars. And I've done light kits that have light controllers, and I think that's a nuisance. Having to put that unit somewhere. I've done it. but they always offer more functionality than I need anyway. Like if it gives me a reverse lights, okay, cool, but I'm all right if I don't get them. I don't want turn signals anyway. So I'm just after, you know, headlights, tail lights, little orange markers is fine. And yeah, Louis will do custom lights for you. He's selling a lot of them, I think, and a lot of it's for bashers and stuff. And I've got him in mind if I ever need anything, but I'm able to work with what I have access to as well, fairly well. Big Jim, what up? So now that the travel all's mostly done, it's always the details that I pump the brakes. So I'm a little bit back on the Ford right now. What's up, Craig? Let's roll this big one over. I think this is the one I'll finish next. Just got to get it mounted. I cut just a little bit off of the back of this arch today. It's all right. It's all right. I may need to cut a little bit off the back one. Not this side, the other side. But this one, unlike Clifford, look how much tire's sticking out. Pretty good amount. It's low. There's not anything up high. And again, nothing to really impede the travel or articulation. I think this one's going to be a pretty solid performer when it's all said and done, to be honest. Yeah. Nah, man, I got to film Dad's truck first, and then he gets it. I need to kind of get it in a dusty looking desert type of area is what the goal is. And then I'll give it up. Yeah, these are those method wheel faces. You can't really find them anymore. Yeah, man, 1969 is what the file said. Yeah, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right, man. Old school, but like super performer and not really heavy and not as much printing. So I'm liable to bash on this one a little bit. I had a truck one time. Did I tell you guys the story about the red door? I probably have. I'm going to tell you. Give me a minute. I'm going to cut the heat. Once upon a time, I had a Ford. It was a bread truck, delivery truck, work truck that this massive bakery used to use in my hometown. Anyway, I bought this old, I think it was a F-150, might have been an 89. It sucked, but I bought this white truck for cheap. And I had this premonition, just because I know me, and life and irony pretty well. I'm like, this damn thing's going to end up with a red door. I just know it. This story is hilarious to me. So, you know how it is when you have a truck and your buddies don't have a truck, they borrow your truck, right? So, I let my buddy Brock borrow it. The guys, a lot of them had rentals and stuff, and I used their truck when I didn't have one. And so when I got one, they used mine and whatever. So I lent my buddy Brock. We've been friends since 7 years old. And I lent him my truck. We're like brothers, which means that you can be total dicks to each other and still keep showing up like family does. So, what's up, Mountain? So hilarious. So I lent him my truck, and he had the helper with him, Dave, and they were loading out or something at one of the rentals. And apparently the door was open when somebody went backing up and wrecked the crap out of my door. I think it was the passenger door. I think it was. Wrecked the crap out of my door, right? And remember, I had this goofy premonition about a stupid red door on this thing. So I'm working at Lowe's at the time. And these guys, first of all, wouldn't fess up. They wouldn't just outright tell me what happened to the door. I mean, they had sprung they wrecked it. You couldn't open and shut it anymore. I mean, it was hinges are jacked. They screwed that door up. So I'm working at Lowe's, and one of the guys I worked with had a guy with a junkyard or whatever access. And so I'm like, hey man, I need a door or whatever. It's like, I probably get you one. It's tan though. I'm like, oh, that's funny. I thought it was gonna be red, but okay. In my mind, I just, like I said, thought it'd be red, but he's like, I got a tan door. Whatever the price was. I said, okay. And he's like, all right, I'll bring it to work. And so he finally brings the door to work. And he's like, I know I told you it was going to be tan, but it's red. I'm like, I don't care actually either way. But I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I was like, all right, maybe slightly different year, whatever, but it fit. And that white truck ended up having a red door after all. Blows my mind. Are we not living in a simulation or what? But I nailed it. I called it. I was like, I'm going to end up with a red door on this thing before any accidents had ever happened. Accident happens. I get dialed in with a door to replace it. It's supposed to be tan. That's what he said. And then he delivers I don't even think I had a cell phone back then. Then he delivers a red door. I couldn't believe it. I told him the story too. I was like, you know what? I always thought it was going to be red. As soon as I got the truck. Jeff, what's up, man? Fred, what happened? Yeah, next week, check me out. Tuesday, I'm going to be on Urban Legends show. That'll be fun. They're a good time. There, you know, I love it when you get around a bunch of folks that actually really using the stuff. Fred probably bought all 3 colors of the sprint car already. We went over the sprint car a little bit earlier in the show. I think it's awesome. I have access to oval. I'm not sure if I would be into it if I didn't, but I couldn't believe that red door. So part of me thinks I may do a red door on this truck. I've been wanting to do a door, a different color on one of these things. And I don't think I'm going to do a white body, although I thought about it. This is not final paint. This is just painted, sanded, and urethaned. But I could leave it green and do a red door, or I could paint this thing white and do a red door. And that will be a bit of an homage to that story. I did discover too, one of my buddies was sending me, there's this resin that you can brush on and then UV light cure it out, like that looks like it's going to do fantastic on these prints. And I am very looking forward to that, because I'll bring the big Clifford up here in a minute, but I have painted, repainted, sanded the whole thing so much. No matter what I do, it always shows the lines back up. Even if it's smooth, you still see them. I don't want to see them. So this resin really looks like it can do the trick. Yeah, I've heard of it before. I just hadn't seen it. And so now I've seen it. And I'm probably going to get some, because it looks like it can really save a lot of time. And it sands up nice still. So I'm thinking like first coat with that stuff. Like rough sand, clean it, resin it up. Dan will be all over it, says Jeff. Oh, not your jam, Fred? I get it. If he ain't got a place to do it, I understand that completely. But man, for the oval dudes or wannabe oval guys, what a cool thing. In almost the same way, the Traxxas Mud Boss thing kind of opened it up for folks that want to do it but not build the kit. It's a good way to get in. Yes, Matt is using some of that as well. It is all about turning left and being aggressive. Yes, it is. King Sling. That's a fun one. I mean, it's basically the LMT. Is it a little bit longer chassis? I know the tires are different. I've driven both of them. Chastity. Yeah, man, that'll be fun. I'm going to be on that show Tuesday. Absolutely. And they're on right now. And I may dip in a minute and check them out and, try to figure something out. I'm going to bring Clifford over here so you can see it up close. I printed off. I already had a dash printed for Clifford, but because I'm using the Wrangler interior, yeah, we will raid him when I leave, because they'll stay on till 11 at least, and I'm gonna dip in like 15 minutes. We that'd be cool. I'm drinking water. That stuff sucks. Fish swim in it. You know what I mean? Gosh, I'm warm right now, dog. But yeah, I think this is going to be all right. And I think it needs a red door. Uh-oh, did I run over my mouse? Son of a gun. What have I done? I just made the screen really big. Okay. Stay hydrated. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is going to be all right, man. And I got some designs. I know what I want to do to hide the shock towers in here. And I think I may just make it where the battery is in a little tray here in the back in a box. And I'll bolt the son of a gun down and bolt it off when I'm done with it. And I won't ever have to take the body off to change the battery on this one and the 55, I think is what I want to do. But yeah, it doesn't look smooth, but it's been sanded out pretty smooth. So it's getting there. Just got to mount it up. That's always the big deal. But yeah, I think this is going to be cool. Spencer, what's up, man? So big. But yeah, you guys have seen this all scuffed up and patinaed out a few times. But after I painted it the last time, I was like, man, I'm leaving this alone. It's so big. So the files for this, it's the same truck as that. Colts 3D, and this guy's name is Andre Barodzny. If you search, go to Colts and search 1964 International Travel Law, you'll see the picture inspired me so much, the thumbnail. His is red with white bumpers on the picture. And I was like, it just grabbed my attention. And I ended up making both of mine look that way. I actually, he should see this. Both of them, I think. But yeah, Colts 3D. So, and then I just scaled them I had to scale them both up to work the way I wanted, but I have cut the dash was a way bigger piece. but this is what I need for this to work, basically. And I just got to trim out a little bit because this thing has an inner roll cage. So I may make it just a little bigger, but I'm going to cut it out and see how it fits in there all the way and go from there. I think it's probably going to fit fine the way it is, but if I could make it a 1/2 inch bigger and it would fill it up a little better. Either way, I'm going to have to cut for the roll cage. So it kind of, in a way, diminishes the necessity to have it fit perfect. So we'll see. I'll cut this one. I'll cut this one up, see how it fits, and decide if I want to make one again a little bigger. And cutting it down, because the original one, that's the original one. And I don't need all this. I'm not mounting it to an interior or any of that. I don't need most of this. So way faster print, less material, chopping it down like this. So if I have to stretch it out a 1/2 inch, it'd be a couple hours. That's about it. And I print it like this, because these contours that are going to actually really show the top of the dash, if I printed it like this, all the weird concentric circle business would be up here, and I don't want to have to do a ton of finish on it, so I printed it like this. So it looks pretty good. This is the Elegoo. Is this gray or the silver silk from them? I think it's just gray. I had some bamboo silver silk that you could tell really obvious that that's what it was. This one, I don't think that is silver. I think it's just gray. I'm pretty sure it is. I think I didn't want the shine on purpose. Yeah. But yeah, we'll try that out. Get my windows done, get my wipers on, and call that one done, I think. And I decided I was sick of sanding on it. So whatever patina it gets at this point, it's going to be hand done, airbrush, paintbrush, washes, that kind of stuff. But dig the wheels. I printed off those steely, just covers. So the external ring is stock beadlock, and then the middle piece is just glued in. Can you post a printer link? Yeah, if it's my bamboo link out of the description. Yeah, you can. What is it? What if I was getting another one, I would probably get what Kelly has with the big print bed. Instead of 256 or 65, it's 400 millimeters. But yeah, I would get that 400 millimeter bed. The one thing about printing big is, of course, more supports, right? Since I have to chop it anyway, I can really orient things to save time and filament. Yeah. And what's interesting is I guarantee you can get those Elegoo things on Amazon. So I need to post that link up to my Amazon. $2.99. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I love the plug and play. They're all getting. I'm telling you what, Bamboo is like the horizon of printers. Everybody's going to chase them on how easy it is to operate and use. Right? Too bad I don't have a YouTube channel that's been around since 2012 where I can get this stuff sent to me like everybody else. I would definitely learn that Elegoo. What's the print bed on that Centauri? And here's the thing about the carbon printers. A lot of times they're able to print more exotic filaments than maybe a regular printer. But legit for me, I'm cool with PLA. At the moment, 256. Yeah. But it's way cheaper than the Bamboo for sure. Yep, 256. That's the same, isn't it? Isn't mine 256? Yep. I've printed so much on mine that I've had to lube the screws a couple times. Yeah, there's one tiny, tiny little corner of this one that you can't do on this 256. But yeah, I get it. It does the entire 256. And of course, they're going to boast about that because it's a difference. Yeah, that's a good price, though, for sure. Do they have the AMS capability to print different colors in the same print? I haven't needed that, but I can do it. And I like that the thing can print multiple materials, but again, man, I'm digging what I got so far. We'll see how it does this summer. Some of these prints. Nice. I got to throw that Amazon link in. I've been getting Elegoo filament because I get it so much quicker from Amazon than when I do the Bamboo filaments. I kind of like cutting the Bamboo filaments better when I'm grinding and all that. I feel like it cuts better. It doesn't melt the same, but nominal difference. Side mounted reel. If I didn't have the AMS, this thing would the reel would be on the back. I like the AMS because it kind of dries them out. That's just a good price. And I mean, I'm seeing what Kelly and Kirk are doing with their Enders or Crealities or whatever it is. They're getting along, just fine compared to this thing, Bamboo. Honestly, for me, the programmability and the slicer and the app and my phone and all that Wi-Fi of it all is what I really like. But it's also the only thing I know as well. And if everybody's emulating their success, then the other, just like how many planes now offer stability, but it's not AS3X, but it might as well be. Yeah, you'll see that with the printers too. Where the features you like about the big dog, you'll see work their way into everything else as well. I like the prints that guys get with the resin printer, but gosh, what a nasty mess it looks like. Prusa slicer. Whatever it takes to get it done, man. That's what I'm saying. I tell you, it's neat. We were going out all winter, and so when we go out to these state parks or wherever we're hitting in the winter, there's really no one out. But last weekend it was so nice. Yeah, Jim, that's business in the Wild West. Man, it was so nice. There were so many people out and hiking and all in the woods and on the trails. Um, they they dig these trucks, dude. We ran into a guy that does 3D printing as well, and he'd been our ear for a little while, and that was cool. Fred, you got your SE5. Sweet. What's up, Jason? I bet that SE5's dope, dude. I remember the first one, and it was awesome. Yeah, I can paint supports as well. Um, I just play with I have some pretty easy clickable options that I've been doing. Um, print plate only, or uh, I can go with trees or not. I could paint them on. I'd like to. I need to see some more videos on the Helaman. You know, it's interesting when it's something is that new. Still have the original and almost perfect shape. Nice. Do they look about the same size next to each other? Daish. What up? What up? Daish. My niece is in here, y'all. If you like creepy dudes, then you come to the right spot. I'm just kidding. Deja, I gotta see you, man. I see you on Facebook being mad sometimes at folks, and I feel you. I feel you. The internet's a crazy place, dude. And folks think they can tell you stuff. Are you around your mom at all? Thanks, Dej. Deja just had a birthday on the wait a minute. It's coming up, right? Is it? Deja, I want to think your birthday's coming up like it's the 31st, but I could be wrong. What's the date? What's your date? You're at your house. Got it. So Trey, is Trey March 31st? I thought you were talking about your birthday. Maybe it was wishes for Trey, the 12th. Dude, I'm telling you what, I think you got about the same birthday as Farrell. If Grandpa Joe was in here, he'd tell you. He's in here a lot of the time. August 5th for Fred. Trey's the March 31st. August 12th. Okay. Well, she had one last year. Axel, yours is 420. It would be. Dad's here. Deja's in here, Pops. Fun. Man, I gotta get to Muncie, dude. Are you in Indy? Where you at, Dej? Oh, sales. Like personally, Fred, am I selling stuff? I'll sell a couple crawlers I got. Yeah, you're in Indy. I love it when you and your mom get together and clown. Have her show you some of the stuff I send her in Messenger, memes and junk. I don't send anybody memes really, but there's certain stuff that just hits me and I know it's going to hit sis. So you'll laugh. I love it, Deja. I love that for y'all. Awesome. What a surprise. Yeah. Killer. I got to talk to you because I want to talk to you about what you're up to on just everything, but also social. Cause bro, I got some tips. I got some tips for you, girl, because I could tell people are bugging you. It's rough out there. I think being a lady, you know, would make it even tougher in a way. So yeah. Yeah, y'all. Welcome to family time on the stream. This is how we're all so close. You guys see me more through the internet than we see each other. And when I tell you what, there's got to be a funeral or a live stream, or we're not going to see each other. I mean, that's just how it goes. I think the love is strong. It's just we're all good. Deja, I'm sure it is. When I see you reacting to what I can only just guess what you're receiving. I'm like, oh man. Ugh. Rough. Axel says his 4 useless nephews never call you. You know why? Because you called him useless. Deja's blocked over 1,600 people. Holy smokes. Yikes. I've only had to block a handful. But I've had some folks get turned up, man, about stuff. And man, I've had some guys I literally didn't see their comment or something and get sore about it. And I didn't mean anything even by it. But yeah, we've had people show their ass and mods will run them out and stuff, but not very often. But when I was jamming a little more on YouTube and the lives were kind of newer, I had some numbers and it would get out of hand. We did a couple giveaways on the airplane live stream before where I had like 600 people. And they're just there because it was a giveaway. But it was pretty crazy. It was pretty nuts. So yeah, y'all, I think we're gonna dip. Let's go raid Urban Legend RC. And remember, check him out and all his buddies, because they're all, especially if you're into the bashers, and real good dudes. They're doing some fun stuff. They really are. And I love it when it's real. And Ty's working it out where he's getting some sponsorships and stuff drummed up. And can be a slippery slope, but I think they'll be able to navigate it fine. But yeah, let's check them out. I'm going to be on the show Tuesday. So subscribe to them and hit your notifications so you don't miss it. And they do shows like 3 times a week. What, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, I think it is. So, Deja, I love you. Thanks for coming over. Yeah, I got to get with you guys. And every time I talk about going to Muncie, I mean, the rest of the family wants to come too. I can't blame them. My kids and my wife, they want to come too. But legit, sometimes I just want to come. Just me. So I can cuss and carry on and not have to be perfect dad like I guess I attempt to be around them. Sometimes I want to show out, let my hair down. You know what I'm saying, Dej? Long hair don't care. I'm losing it on top, but man, I'm starting to, it's real and it's groovy back here. All right, guys, let's go see Ty. Great to see you guys. We'll be on Sunday and fiddle around with some AS3X Plus. We can watch me stumble through how to learn some new tech on what I should know already. And that's how Trey is sometimes. Yeah, man. I'm always glad to see you guys clowning. For sure. Boss, whenever you're ready on that 54, let me know. I'll start making it. Let's do it. Dan, appreciate you. Oh, you guys, give it a like. All that horse mess, YouTube of it all. If you go shopping, think about me. Go to one of the videos, look in the description, grab the Horizon link or the FMS link. I need to throw the Amazon one up in there. Y'all use an Amazon. I already know. And help me out. Bookmark it. Use it. Let's go. Let's go. You know, there was a minute there where I thought I was going to be able to do this full time. I don't think I can do it full time anymore. But dang, we can get me a sprint car or two out of it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Bill, Wild Bill can't bind his ultimate biplane? Who? No one's asked me to help him. All right. Axel, you got an ultimate you're having trouble binding? All right. What receiver's in it? Yeah, brand new to him, but how long was it on the shelf? What receiver's in it? It's not you, Axel? What bill are we talking about? Binds in reverse and mode 1 and 2. Okay, the ultimate is actually one of, I think out of all the planes, it's the only one that came with reverse thrust capability already like in it without having to diligently make it happen. So look at the manual. It should tell you what switch it is. And it could simply just be a switch that you've got to flip or reverse. I mean, you already know that all you got to do is switch any two wires on the motor to get it to go the other way, right? Because it's the rotation that's wrong, not that the motor is running at no throttle. Yeah, check out the manual. The Ultimate's weird that way. It's probably just a switch, dude. And I'm glad to help you. I'm glad to help you, but it is legit just a switch, guarantee, because it's like one of only ones that had that reverse thrust capable. And I think it ended up being a problem. And so they didn't do that again on any planes. They've made it where if you have reverse thrust now, you have to want it on purpose and very intentionally make it happen. So, but the Ultimate is that one that has it already done. So I guarantee that's what it is. You just have it's just a switch, bro. And if the book said to set up a switch that doesn't make any sense, make sure you do it, because then you can flip it off or at least know what it is you have to reverse and disable, whatever like that. The gear switch for reverse? I doubt it. I doubt it. It's probably something goofy like you would imagine it's on a 2 position. So gear would make sense. H would also make sense. But it could be anywhere. I mean, a 3 position switch can do 2 functions also. And a lot of times that's what it'll be, where 2 functions will be the same and the other position on the switch will be different. Pull the ESC loose. I bet that's what it is, dude. Yours was a gear switch on the Ultimate? All right, go rate them. Let's go rate them. Oh, wait, they're coming here. Hey, we were just talking about coming over to your place. All right, well, I'll hang on a minute since y'all are coming, but we're legit. I was trying to leave 20 minutes ago, but I'm still talking. My niece came in, and yeah, Tuesday night's going to be awesome. You are in the house. Yep, get the likes up. Ty is not lying. Let's do it. I was just telling everybody, check you out for a good time in the fun zone, and that I'm going to be on the show Tuesday. And yeah, it's Mike's Bird's fault. He told me my buddy Bill was having trouble binding up an airplane with it's like a unicorn that actually comes with reverse thrust already in it. Yeah, Matthew, this is the big SEX6 monster. Clifford the Big Red Dog. 3D printed, a lot of finish work. Did a video on it. I've done 2 videos on it with my buddies. They got custom printed 3D SEX6s as well. So we're out there rocking with 3D printed custom bodies on this monster SEX6 platform. Land Rover bodies, 1955 Chevys, Volkswagen Bugs, 1964 International Travelall. I got a 69 F250 on the floor. Yeah. Check those videos out. Oh, yeah, that Outcast 8S. When that thing was new, and that was before the EXB version, not to blow my own whistle, but I was one of the only dudes. I was one of the first dudes to send it at this BMX track that, man, the city flattened it. I guess nobody took advantage of it because kids don't play outside anymore. But Yeah, there's the little version right there. I scaled it up. This one I built on a leaf spring chassis, but this dude is coil over, 4-link suspension, ready to go. There, a lot of these are 3D printed. That's from a movie. This white Willys wagon's from a YouTuber show. I made it after I copied it off of that. But we'll find all that. I think, who knows? We'll go wherever Ty wants to take it on Tuesday. And my airplane guys, I'll see you Sunday. But RC Hotspot, good to see you. All you guys, we're coming over to see you now. We were legit on the way. I was going to try to kind of pinch it early and start wrenching on my F250. Since this just needs my windows done and some wipers, I'm pretty much good. Let's go. Let's go see Ty. Everybody get out of here and go to Urban Legend RC right now and finish up the show. And make sure you don't miss his live streams and the Tuesday one I'm going to be on. But he'll be live again Sundays. You and I both do 2 the same days, right? Do you do Sunday or is it just Tuesday and Thursday? You do Sunday too, don't you? I think you do. If you subscribe to Urban Legend RC and you hit your notification bell, you'll know the answer to that question, won't you? Because it's going to pop up for you. You're still here. That's all right. We're going to go see y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. We'll 3 you later. Check out Urban. Let's go over there and raid him back. You're too good to be forgotten. We will see you next time. Bye now. Thanks, everybody. Let's go. Boom.